Today I'm making this thing run. I don't care. Doesn't matter what has to happen. It's gonna run. I hate the fact that it doesn't run. It's taking way too long. It's gotta go today. Let me update you with what we have learned and what basically is gonna happen. The turbo sits this way and it hits the block. And then you guys remember when we flipped it, it cleared the block, but the downpipe would need so much customization that it literally wouldn't flow properly out. I don't know why. This turbo was obviously not designed to be in this car. This manifold was kind of cheap. It's probably a combo of the both. So when it's this way, the only issue really is that you can see right here, this is on, like this is where it would sit, but you can't get like a filter around this or anything because it's touching this tab. So I'm just gonna cut that tab off. I know that sounds extreme, but I've looked it up and apparently it's a very, very, very common thing on B18s that the turbo will hit something and you just cut the tab off. It's no big deal. If it's like touching the block, that's different. Like don't grind into your block, but mine's just on that little fin. So that little fin, I'm just gonna shave it down. Like turbo will finally sit in there properly and we can keep moving forward. So I'm gonna do that. And then when me and Emerson were sizing some things up the other day, we realized that when the downpipe is on, and it should go like this so that it hits the exhaust, but when it's on, it actually goes like this. So it's pointed straight at the floor, and when you lower the car, it hits. We're gonna have to make sure the car runs, and then once we make sure it runs, we're gonna cut that downpipe, take it somewhere and get it welded properly. I guess that's really our only option. Emerson was super worried that wasn't gonna work because he thought my blade wasn't gonna be strong enough. He thought my blade was gonna just like explode when I touched it to the block, but I'm actually pretty stoked that that worked so easy. Nice, dude. See, and it's like, it's still basically in the exact same place. It's just now you could at least fit some kind of filter around here without it being the end of the world. Also went out and I bought some new fittings. Edelbrock, I hate you for making these so expensive, but when you need them, you need them. And a new oil line, because the one that was on here before, the CX Racing line, this one, inside of this line is plastic. It's not even rubber, so when it kinks, it really just ends up in the garbage right away because it breaks and that's it, it's dead. So this is one of those Russell fittings that we picked up, and then it's gonna go to the top of the oil feed for the turbo, but what I remember when we first put this on was that was a huge bitch to do, because the way that this sits like that, that's the feed right there, and by the time you rotate it up, it like hits that flange almost. So I'm probably gonna assemble the first line. Let me actually test this here. Should go like this. If this doesn't clear, dude, I'm gonna have a hissy fit. Oh my God, that is close. When it's fully rotated, that is gonna be so tight. Of course, this isn't gonna work easy. So this side spins freely now. I loosened the cold side. Good movement. Trying to get the hot side to clock though, yeah, that's a different story. It needs to turn on the hot side because the hot side is what's mounted here. And all these bolts are loose, but this frickin' thing doesn't want to spin. Oh, I think I got it. Man. So I got the fitting on here, it's all cranked down nice and tight. The only thing that's still loose is the cold side, because then I can clock it for whatever works best for the intercooler piping, because it's gonna be a little bit different now that it's in a different motor, I guess. When you put the wastegate on, this thing rhinos forwards. Like, I don't even think you should drive it like that, dude. There's gonna be so much air pressure into here. No way, man. There's no way we can drive it like that. And then since we got the proper linkage this time, it actually has a shifter attached to it, which is... It wasn't the wrong shifter last time. It was literally just, we only had the one linkage, like the actual one that did the shifting. We didn't have the other one. I don't know what it's called, but unfortunately, we're gonna be losing the Wish shifter. I had good times, even though there's nothing here for you right now. You're just a big gaping hole. Today we say goodbye to the Wish short shifter. $20 of pure happiness. I also should just get rid of all those underglow lights right now. Yeah, I tried to undo the plug and I ripped the whole frickin' board out of the underglow. Wish! Something feels a little weird here. Like, you can obviously put it in neutral. I don't know how else to explain it other than it feels like it's going into like a half gear. Like, you know how you get, like, if you push your shifter, it'll go, and then when you press the clutch, it'll go the rest of the way? That's not happening here. I push it in, push the clutch, same. You know what? Let's see if the engine even starts first, because that's the biggest concern right now. We have it in, we can put it in neutral, like we know that's neutral, so that's good. We're gonna go in priority sequence here. If this engine doesn't even turn on, then there's no need to worry about transmission yet. Hopefully Emerson will be here, because if everything goes wrong and shit hits the fan, it would be nicer if he was here than if he wasn't here. I literally just shut the camera off saying hopefully you got here soon. How was school? Did you learn anything? This goes on fine, but show them how stupid it is underneath. Show them how bad. It may even be worse than the first time. Emerson's just bolted the battery up right now. We'll probably make some it looks
jank.
It looks jank for now, but we're gonna make something really dope to go with the compressor back here that'll like look nice. So ignore the fact that it's ugly for now. For anybody that's in Calgary or anywhere really in Alberta, I guess, we will be going to Driven Calgary. We will not be going to Edmonton. We are only going to Calgary. So if you guys are in Calgary or near Calgary, or that's like a reasonable drive for you, Calgary? Shut up! If you're anywhere near there and you can make it out, put down below and click on Driven's website so you guys can get the dates, times, and buy yourself some tickets so you guys can come see me and Emerson and get some show exclusive merch.
Always try to give. Don't ever take it.
This is sick. I was so worried we were gonna have to like cut some of this intercooler piping, which would have been no big deal. Like cutting the piping would have been whatever, it just would have been what it was. That was the worst sentence I've ever said. It would have been no big deal. It would have just been what we had to do, but it fits, so it's sick. The Emerson used this bracket right here to make the throttle work, so don't ignore that. We're gonna have to fix this somehow, but everything is up, dude. It's all bolted. It's all tight. It looks like a running car again, which is sick. Basically, ever since we did all the wire tucks, all the wiring, when I did all the soldering and everything, we have never had power go back to this car since we swapped it. He's gonna put this power on, and first, we're just gonna pray that nothing just sets fire the second he touches it, and then we can start trying to turn the thing on and see if it does anything. Here you go. Was that the radio?
Yeah.
Okay, well nothing's on fire, so that's good. It's a good first step, bro. Good job back there. Yo, how are you supposed to get a dipstick up in this bitch? We're gonna have to bend it, right?
Well, there's one standing right here.
Hey.
It's what you take. Always try to give. Don't ever take it.
Also, neighbors, this car is gonna be hella loud. This car is gonna everybody heads up. Sorry. I warned them at least. I'm a nice guy. I'm getting so nervous. So scared that we were gonna turn the key and it's just gonna go. Huge shout out to Jordan. I gotta introduce you guys to Jordan soon because Jordan saves my ass on a lot of these videos. He made me a tune last night. He's not a tuner. He's just a regular guy with his laptop, but he knows more about the Honda than I do. Built, I guess, or like put together a tune for me, and it should get the car going. So Jordan, thank you. Literally don't think I could have built this car with anybody. He emailed it to me, I downloaded it, and now I gotta figure out how to get it onto the Honda. Pray that everything just loads fuel and then that's it. It doesn't like explode or anything.
Battery seems like it's okay.
Battery's okay, and it just loaded fuel and it stopped. I put my car's life in your hands here. So now it says it's uploaded, right? Okay, dude.
3,
send it.
2, 1.
Whew, that was close for a first try, dude. That was close. It sounds good, and the motor, you have to think too, the motor has been out and just laid around, and so the fact that it even almost fired up is sick. It's trying so hard, dude. It's trying so hard. Why no go, huh? Why no go? Okay, so what was that? Oh, we just gurped coolant everywhere. Something just popped. Oh shit, we're leaking something everywhere, dude. Oh no! We're leaking oil! Guys, I'm such an idiot. I told you it leaked! And I know exactly what I forgot. Let me show you guys. When I went to get fittings for the oil feed, of course, I had to make sure that I brought the nut to get the right size fitting. So that little oil block where we're getting oil feed and oil temp and all those gauges and stuff like that are running from, there's just an open port. Just gurped oil all over the place.
Okay, so that's on.
What I just did was loosened it just a little bit so I can maneuver it just slightly. So while Emerson's trying to start it, if it's not working right, I'll try and move the distributor because maybe we have bad timing, and we'll try and like do it the old-fashioned move the distributor way, see if that helps. I don't know, we don't even know if the distributor works. We were told it does. It sounds like it's working, so we're just gonna keep trying to send it, I guess. Oh, that's way better. Okay, so what's that? Pull the timing forwards or backwards? That was closer. That was a lot closer. Okay. Oh, what was that? What was that? It was so close. It sounded like I started running away. I was like, oh. Just a little. Oh, that's it. That's all you get. Yeah, we got close and then we got far. There was a spot where it was closer to starting than here.
Well, here, send it.
Hey, Bae.
Hi.
You're right in time for the show. Because it might explode. We don't really know what's going on.
If it explodes, isn't that exploding?
Yeah.
So why are we standing in here?
I don't know. You know I love doing sketchy stuff. Hey, big guy.
Hi.
You're wearing some clean clothes.
Yeah.
It's a dirty garage today. If these are even sending signal to the spark plugs, is to plug one in.
And watch the spark.
Yeah. I'm so scared. Yep, stop. We're sparking the valve cover. And we know it's getting gas because you can smell it. So what would be, it would just be a timing issue pretty much. Oh yeah, baby! Woo! Yeah, buddy! No compression, my ass tells me there's no compression. What was that? You put the clutch out? Yeah, but it might not be a neutral. What is going on with it is the real question. So it
the
runs.
exhaust worked lined up.
Yeah.
No,
No, it doesn't. We gotta cut it. We gotta cut it. I did cut into the motor this morning, yes.
Oh, okay, good.
So we're running on 4 cylinders because when I pulled each one of these plugs, dude, this thing's smoking all over my face. When I pulled every plug, we lost it. So we got transmission issues.
Okay.
But transmission issues aside, it needs to run happily to fix the transmission issues.
You know.
I feel bad, but I gotta go for dinner.
Later.
It freaking comes right out. That's so weird. Like, who the hell? Why would you not just leave it as a screw? You're just giving me a hard time. Honda, you're giving me a hard time. I feel like when this fell, or if it fell, I don't know what the hell happened to it, but. So let's just swap this good one on. So we got the new, or well, I guess the old, but working TPS sensor on here. We're gonna see if that makes any difference. Still nothing? And we just replaced the idle air control and the TPS with the one from the old motor, and they both worked fine. Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's going on?
I just had a quick question for you. It starts, and then I don't know if you'll know what this is, but it starts, and then it just kind of like chugs, like as if it's really not happy, but it doesn't react to any throttle, and it's not the TPS. Like, I replaced the TPS, but when you give it gas, nothing happens.
Hook the map sensor and the throttle position sensor up the wrong connectors.
So this one was for the map. I'm just gonna plug this one into the TPS. Fire it up and see what happens. This will be so much better if this is what worked. Okay, don't go too much, but... So at least it's reacting to throttle now, though, because before it wasn't reacting to throttle at all. So you're probably right, Jordan. We probably had those backwards.
Later.
Okay, so since I filmed last, what happened when Jordan called me was we realized that this plug, the idle air control valve back here, and this little evap plug thing, and whatever this one is, they're all the same plug. So they were actually plugged into the wrong spots. I switched them all around to the point where they should be exactly the right ones now. It's just my fault because they look the same. I plugged them in wrong. The car's still throwing a code. I don't really understand what's going on. There's no leaks, there's no issues. The motor runs, the transmission has an issue, and we're gonna have to deal with that another day. If any of you guys know why, when the car's in neutral but we let the clutch out, the motor would shut off. I have no idea why it would do that. This will be the last one, like I said, for the night, so. So I'm not doing anything. There's no code showing on the Hondata though. It is idling better. It seems to be idling better for like a cold start. It idled down a little bit even. Hey, we're kind of getting somewhere. It's running a bit better though, which is cool. It just sucks because like, I don't know if maybe the clutch is engaging weirdly, so I don't want to leave it running for too long. So it's still chucking out codes for idle air control valve and the O2 sensor. I know the O2 sensor, but why would it be chucking out codes for idle air control valve? Code is idle air control valve or bad ECM. It does run though, and it does rev, and like the motor is okay. So from what we can see at least. So thank God for that. So that's all I'm gonna have for you guys today. I hope you guys are gonna bear with me on the fact that this progress is coming along very slowly, but I'm doing my best to make it happen. That's all I've wanted for like weeks, is just to take this thing for just a drive down the road. Just down the road, that's it. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out and stay committed.